Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to today's stretch class. For today's class, all you will need is a chair with or without arms, and we're also going to be using a towel. So also, if you can grab a towel from your bathroom, that will be great. All right, so we're going to get started with our necks as we usually do. So let's sit up nice and tall, hands on your thighs or arms down to the side. From here, let's start with our neck. Lifting up the neck and then lowering the chin down to the chest. And let's lift up again. And lower down. Good. And all the way up. And all the way down. Good. One more. All the way up. And all the way down. And let's come back to the center. Turning the head to the right. So right shoulder. And then over to the left shoulder. Over to the right. And over to your left. Over to the right. And over to the left. One more time to the right. And to your left. And back to the center. Okay, taking the head over, now tilting it over to the right. And tilting it over to your left. And again, right ear to right shoulder. Left ear to left shoulder. Now as we do this stretch, make sure the shoulders are down and relaxed. Sometimes they like to hunch up. So just make sure those shoulders stay down. And just the neck moving side to side. One more time to the right. And one more time to your left. Now this time, let's take it to the right. Take your right hand. We're going to just gently place it on the head. We're not pulling, just gently placing it on top. Take the left arm out to the side. Point the fingers up to the ceiling. And you should feel a stretch all along the left side of the body. Good. Come back to the center. Let's tilt it over to the left side first. Left hand, just gently placing it on top. Right arm out to the side, lifting up the fingers again. And getting a nice stretch on the side. Maybe even through to the fingertips. And come back to center. Now let's go into a half circle here. So starting on the right side, right ear to right shoulder. Drop the chin down towards the shoulder. Down to the chest. Over to the left shoulder. And stopping at the left ear. And let's reverse. Half circle down. Around. And to the right. Good. And take your time with the stretch. Slowly going from one side to the other. And to the right. And one more time each way. last one. And come back to the center. All right, let's start with our shoulder rolls back. So lifting up the shoulders, roll the shoulders back, and then lower the shoulders down behind. So lifting up, roll the shoulders back, and lower down. Good, lift, roll back, squeezing your shoulder blades as you lower down. And lift, roll back, and lower. Good. 2 more. This one always feels good. Good. And 1 more. Very nice. Good. Let's take this into our swimming exercise. So 1 arm at a time. Right hand comes up. At the very top, we turn the palm away at the top and circle the arm around. Good. Same thing with the left arm. Left arm reaches up. At the very top, turn the palm away and then circle the arm behind. Now an option to add the neck as long as it feels okay. Take the right arm up at the very top, turn the palm away, and follow the hand as it goes behind. The left arm, same thing. Up, turn the palm at the very top, follow the hand with your eyes. Now, of course, if you have arms on your chair, just be careful of those arms as you reach the arm behind you. Good, left arm. Good. 1 more time, each arm circling up and around. And left arm. Good, and relax, roll the shoulders back. All right, let's bring the feet together. Okay, now both arms at the same time. We're gonna take it all the way up. Turn the palms away at the top, open up the chest. Now we're gonna sweep those arms all the way down. Reach for the floor with your fingertips. Reach out in front of you as far as you can, and then start to bring those arms back up. At the very top, turn the palms away again, reach behind you, follow the arms all the way down towards the floor. Sweeping the arms and coming out and up. Good. And around again. Nice big stretch here. Lower down. Reach out as far as you can and then come up. And 1 more time. Good, and circle it around and then just relax the arms and roll the shoulders back. Okay, take the feet apart. Okay. Going into the lower back. Okay, so arms are gonna just drop down towards the middle. And then from here, as if you're picking up a box from the floor, we're gonna reach down to the floor. And then slowly making your way back up. And let's try that again. 1 vertebrae at a time, folding forward. Relax your head at the end. And then slowly coming back up. Good. 2 more times. Slowly coming down. And coming back up. And 1 more. And back up. Good. Bring the feet back together, walking them in. Okay, reaching down to the side. So again, careful of the arms of the chair if you have them. From here, let's reach down to the right. Coming back up and down to the left. And back up. Good, over to the right. Now as we go to the side, try not to lean forward. just down to the side. It may not be as far, but we don't have to touch the floor. We just want to find a nice stretch on the side of the body. Good. Over to the left. Now an option to add the arm, so let's reach down to the right. Take that left arm up and maybe even over the head. Good. And switch arms. Left arm reaches down, right arm reaches up, maybe over the head. Try to keep that arm in line with your ear. And switch. Right arm down, left arm comes up and over. Very nice. Switch. And one more time each way. And over to the left. And coming back to the center. Okay, feet come together, still sitting up nice and tall. We're going to do a twist now. So if you have arms of the chair, you're going to place your hands on the arms of the chair. If you do not have arms on your chair, you're going to place your hands just on the outside of your right leg. Okay? So whether it's the legs or the arms of the chair, sitting up nice and tall, we're going to twist and look over the right shoulder. And let's sweep the arms around, again, either to the outside of the legs, or if you have arms on the chair, hold on to the arms. And then let's look over the left shoulder. Good. And swing around over to the right, still making sure you're sitting up nice and tall. And over to the left. And one more time, over to the right. And over to the left. And back to the center. Let's take the feet out wide for the next one. We're going to go into some circles. Okay. So hands are going to come on the waist. We're going to start by coming over to the right, leaning forward, all the way around to the left, and towards the back. And again to the right, forward, left, and back. And right, forward, left, and back. One more in this direction. A nice big circle here. And let's reverse. Other way, to the left, forward, right, and back. And you can make the circle as big or as small as you would like. Good. Two more. And one more here. And coming back to center. Good. Sitting up nice and tall. All right, we're moving on to our hips. So for this next one, we're going to sit on the edge of the seat. And we're going to lean back into the chair. Okay, so leaning back into the chair, make sure your upper back is relaxed. Okay, you're going to take that right leg up, holding it underneath the knee. Okay, and we're going to pull that knee in towards the chest, as if you're trying to touch the knee to your chin. So pulling it in tight, a little bit of arm strength here. Now that left leg can stay flat on the floor. If you like, you can pick it up as well. It's completely up to you what you like to do. So either down or up. Now if your foot is up, we're going to switch legs. So see if you can keep that leg up. As you switch the legs, left leg comes in, right leg is out. Again, you can always place the right foot down or you can leave it up. But concentrate on bringing that left knee in towards the chest. And very nice. Good. Coming back up, sitting up nice and tall, going into that figure 4 stretch that we've done before. So any hip issues, you want to keep it low and just cross at the ankles. Okay. Otherwise, let's take that right ankle, cross it over on top of that left knee, sitting up nice and tall. Okay. This may be enough of a stretch for you. If you want a deeper stretch, I'll invite you to bend forward from the hips, thinking belly going through the middle. So nice flat back, trying to keep this leg as parallel as you can to the floor. You know you're doing it right when you feel a stretch on the outside part of your hip. Good. Now just sitting up nice and tall, we're going to keep it crossed just like this, and we're going to circle that right ankle a couple times in one direction. And let's circle a couple times the other way. Good. Now from here, take your left hand on the outside of that right leg. Okay, we're about to twist. So that's going to be on the outside of the leg. We're going to take your right hand and we're going to reach back behind you, looking over your right shoulder. And come back to the center. And let's release that leg. All right, same thing on the other side. Left leg, we're going to cross it over, or maybe you're keeping it down by the ankle. Sitting up nice and tall. Again, this may be enough of a stretch for you. Otherwise, I'll ask you to slightly lean forward from the hips, keeping your back flat until you feel the stretch on the outside part of your left hip. Good. Coming up from that stretch, keeping the leg in the same position. Let's start to circle the left ankle a couple times in one direction. And circle a couple times the other direction. Let's place the right hand on the top of that leg. Left hand, start to reach behind you and twist, sitting up nice and tall. And back to the center. All right, relax your legs. We're going to come back to the upper body for a little bit. This is where the towel comes into play. So grab that towel that you have and roll it up so that you can hold on to it with both hands. Now this is our deep shoulder stretch. So for this exercise, the wider your hands are, the easier the stretch will be. So we'll start with the palms down. And from here, keeping the arms straight, we're going to lift the arms up overhead as high as you can. And then lower the arms back down. And again, let's reach the arms up. Now as we reach up, we're reaching up as high as we can, maybe even going behind your head. And that's where you'll get the really deep shoulder and chest stretch. And then coming back down and relax. Good. A couple more times. Lifting that up. And maybe again behind the head. And back down. Good. Let's try two more together. Lifting up. And behind the head as if someone's pulling the towel from behind you. And release. And one more. All the way up and back. Try to reach the towel back as far as you can, keeping the arms straight. And release. Good. And relax the arms for a little bit. Okay. Let's place the towel just over to the side. We'll come right back to it in just a moment. Okay. But before we do that, let's take the right arm across the body. Take your left hand and we're going to give yourself a half hug. So pull that right arm in towards you. And from here, we're going to circle the wrist in one direction. And circle a couple times in the other direction. Good, and release that. Left arm comes across. And pulling that left arm in towards you. And circle the wrist in one direction. And circle a couple times in the other way. Good, and release that stretch. Okay. Right hand comes out like a stop sign. Left hand, wrap around those fingers. And then give a little bit of a pull. So pulling those fingers back towards your face. Keeping that right arm as straight as you can. You should feel the stretch in the under part of the wrist and forearm. Good, and point the fingers down. Wrap that left hand around again and slightly pull the fingers back. Now you should feel the stretch on the top part of the wrist and the forearm. Excellent. Let's switch. Left hand, stop sign. Right hand, wrap around and start to pull the fingers back slightly. And point the fingers down. And again, wrap around and pull the fingers back. Excellent. All right, shake that out. Okay, grab that towel. We're going to go back to the legs. Working our hamstrings next. Okay. So from here, we're going to lift up the right foot. And hopefully you can get that towel underneath the foot. Okay, so if you have a longer towel, it makes it a little easier. So we're still sitting up nice and tall. Now keep holding on to the towel. We're going to start to extend that leg straight out in front of you. Using a little bit of arm strength to hold that leg up. Now depending on your flexibility, your leg may be lower than mine. Or if you're really flexible, you can start to pull that leg up. Okay. But we're still sitting up tall. So try not to lean back in your chair. You should feel a stretch all along the back side of your right leg. Just a few more seconds. Good. Bend the leg and then release the towel from under your foot. All right, same thing on the other side. Okay, so lift the left leg first. Take that towel, place it underneath your foot. Make sure you have a good grip on the towel with both hands. And now start to extend your leg out, straightening your leg. Again, if you're a little more flexible, you can lift that leg up, but make sure you're sitting up nice and tall in the chair. release that stretch. All right, let's bring the towel back. Okay. Take the feet out as wide as you can. Now take your hands on the inside of the legs, almost like you're pulling the legs apart from each other, trying to get a nice inner thigh stretch. Keep the hands on the inside. Start to lean forward as you slightly just push the legs out, away from each other. Good. And then come back up. Walk the feet in, bringing them together. Okay. Now take your right leg out in front of you. Okay. Sitting up tall, heel down, toes are up. You should already start to feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Okay. Now take both arms up and over. Interlace the fingers. Keeping the hands together, we're going to reach down towards your foot. Remember, toes are still pointing up to the ceiling. Reach down as far as you can until you feel a slight stretch in the back of your leg. Good. Slowly coming back up. Right leg comes in, left leg comes out. Heel down, toes up. And take those arms all the way up overhead. Interlace again. From here, reaching forward, reaching down towards those toes. Make sure the toes are still pointing up. A few seconds here. And slowly coming up. And feet together, sitting up tall again. Take the arms up. Interlace the fingers one more time. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Reach up to the ceiling. Keeping the arms in line with your ear. Maybe you can even touch your ears with your arms. Take it over to the right. And take it over to your left. Back up to the top, slightly leaning back, looking up to the ceiling. Back to the center. Now one more time, lengthen the spine as if someone's pulling you up with the string as high as you can reach with those hands. And then release the hands at the very, very top. Roll the shoulders back, shake it all out. Congratulations, we have finished for today. Thank you so much for joining me on this Friday. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.